emotionally, or they left, came back, and then left again, or they're still there, but you already feel the absence. Any version of that story applies in confession court tonight. This is not a breakup episode. This is not a healing playlist with a soft piano bed behind my voice. This is not permission to feel sorry for yourself. This is confession court, where we don't flirt with the truth. We put the truth on the stand. And tonight, the truth is this: giving your best to the wrong person doesn't mean your best wasn't enough. It means you were building in the wrong direction and nobody told you to stop. That's what tonight is about: direction, discernment, and the devastatingly honest answer, to the question you've been afraid to ask. Was any of it real? Pull in close. We're just getting started. Let's establish the facts. You weren't careless. You weren't reckless. You weren't naive, at least not in the way people make it sound when they say you should have known better. See, you loved on purpose. You chose them on purpose. You stayed on purpose. And that's the part that breaks people. Not the leaving, the purposefulness. Because if you had been careless, it would be easier to move on. If you had been reckless, the lesson would be obvious. But you were intentional. You showed up intentionally. You communicated intentionally. You chose patience intentionally. You chose forgiveness repeatedly and intentionally. And still, they left. So, what does confession court file as the charge? Not breakup, that's the symptom. Not betrayal, that's the wound. The charge is this: you mistook availability for alignment. You mistook presence for purpose. And you chose confused and you confused someone's need for you with their readiness to choose you. Let me read that again for those in the back. You mistook availability for alignment. You mistook presence for purpose. And you confused someone's need for you with their readiness to choose you. Because there are people in your life, past or present, who needed what you offered: your patience, your stability, your emotional depth, your capacity to love without making it conditional. They needed it. They may even appreciated it. But needing something and being ready to receive it long term are two completely different things. A person can need your peace and still not be healed enough to stay in it. A person can need your love and still not be whole enough to hold it. A person can need your consistency and still be attached to chaos that your consistency makes them uncomfortable. Did that land for any of y'all? Some people leave not because you weren't enough. They leave because you were too much of the thing they hadn't learned to receive yet. See, your love was real. Your effort was real. Your investment was real. But here's the part confession court has to charge you with too. You ignored the signs. Not all of them, not always, but enough. You saw inconsistency and called it a phase. You felt emotional unavailability and told yourself they were just guarded. You noticed they never matched your effort and decided to just give more, as if loving harder would make them love back louder. It doesn't work that way. Love doesn't fill people who are already full of fear. Patience doesn't heal people who haven't decided to heal themselves. Your best cannot complete someone who is half committed. So let's file this case properly. Plaintiff, you, the one who loved on purpose, defendant, the pattern, the habit of choosing potential over presence, the habit of loving what someone could be instead of clearly seeing who they are right now. And the evidence, it's not in the text, it's not in arguments, it's in the quiet moments. The moments you realize you were always the one to apologize first, even when you weren't wrong. The moment you started shrinking yourself to keep the peace. The moment you stopped mentioning your dreams because their reaction never matched your energy. The moment you looked at